Hi guys, LuLaRoe Ashley Gallus here. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some things that I had learned after onboarding, some things that I guess I didn't find just through my research on YouTube that I did vigorously. So one of the first things I wanted to talk about was your initial inventory. Whenever they call and you get ready for that, you do get a 5% discount. So my initial inventory would have been $5,300 and some change, and it ended up being $5,080, so it took like $270 off just with the 5%. And I didn't realize that they even took 5% off of anything for that matter. So every time you order anything from here on out, you get 5% off, and that's really awesome. Somebody that I talked to said that it's good for all the promotional things you do, selling leggings, free giveaways, all of that stuff, that's kind of why they do that. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but good for them for doing that for us. So something else that I wanted to talk about was the initial bank handshake that you do between Audrey and your bank. I have saw a few YouTube videos about this, and from what I have saw, it takes 7 to 10 days just for your bank to process that payment to make sure that it's not fraudulent or anything like that. So I have something that I would do just differently if I had known in the beginning, which would be before I even signed up, before I did any of my paperwork, I would have went ahead and got my business bank account ready, just because when I did onboard, I was on vacation, which, what a good vacation that was, but I had to wait till I got home to get a separate bank account, just because I didn't realize that your bank even needed to do that until after I onboarded. So we went ahead and went with Ally Bank, and it took them, I think, 2 or 3 days just to even be able to process a payment, period. And then we went ahead and made a payment through Audrey just to get the ball rolling for that 7 to 10 business days that, they're processing that. So like I said, I would go ahead and just change it in the beginning for your initial paperwork. I'd go ahead and have your bank account ready, especially if you're serious about your LuLaRoe business. So that was a big thing that I would do differently. So another thing I wanted to talk about with Audrey is a lot of people say Audrey goes down, and what do you use for your backup? Well, my husband and I, we went ahead and got the Square app, which from what I understand is approved from LuLaRoe to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and it does take out a 3.2% credit card processing fee, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. But also I found out that Audrey does in fact charge a processing fee too, which isn't uncommon. I was a little bit upset about that, I guess, in the beginning, just because I didn't realize that there was another thing that we have to pay back or whatever. But honestly, every kind of system you use charges for credit card swipes. So but if you weren't aware of that, I definitely want you to be aware of that. I don't know what their processing fee is. That's something I couldn't find out. But my sponsor, she had her very first sale the other day, and she saw all of these charges at the end when she was invoicing, and that's when we kind of found out that Audrey does charge a percentage. And with that being said, I also wanted to give you another tip that my sponsor just gave me, because I have not had my first sale either, so I wouldn't have known this if it weren't for her. But whenever you go into invoice and you're taking out, okay, we'll say somebody got a Randy shirt, and you go in there and you click one Randy, and it puts it over there for you to pay for it, that number in there is not always correct. My sponsor ended up having to go through and change quite a bit of hers, because they have pre-pricing in there already, and some of them are the correct price, like a Randy being $35. I think hers was like $33 or $34. So it's really important to go in there in the product pricing. I think you go under new sale, or you'll see product or your inventory, and then you go to product pricing, and you'll go in there and hand change all of that, and it'll stay after you change it, but you definitely need to change it, or you know, if you're doing really quick invoicing, you're not going to notice it and you're going to lose money. So that's something that I think is important to change too. Alright guys, I think that's it. That's some of the few things I just wanted to talk about really quick. I'm going to try to compile like a better question and answer type thing for you guys, but I definitely wanted everybody to know about those things first and foremost. So again, this is LuLaRoe Ashley Gallus. If you guys want to join me on Facebook or keep watching me on YouTube, I'm going to try to post videos on different ways to wear your LuLaRoe. You know, different business tactics, anything I can possibly think of that are things that I would have liked to have known or things I'd like to see. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.